Hello, my name is Augusto Sanchez Rodriguez, and this is a task for technology in teaching English as a foreign language. Uh, Today, we are going to speak about tips using technology with blogs. A blog is the short word for weblog, and it's a frequently updated website for an online journal. It is too easy, it's very easy to create and update a blog. It requires only basic access to internet and a minimum of technical. Because of this, it is one of the easiest ways to create and to publish student writing on internet. Blogs can be used to great effect with English language teaching. But why blogs? I think that there are many reasons why we may choose to use weblogs with internet. One of the best reason is to provide a real audience for student writing. Usually, the teacher is the only one person who reads the student writing, and the focus of this reading is usually the form, but no the contents. But with weblogs or blogs, uh, as you want, with blogs, students can find themselves writing for a real audience that, apart from the teacher, may include their own peers, students from another classes, from another cities, or even students from another countries. Uh, the audience can be to their parents, their relatives, and potentially anyone with access to internet. There are lots of sites where you can set up a blog for free. Uh, mm, Sites, for example, blogger.com, blogdiario.com, Wix, or WordPress, and so forth. Create a blog only takes a few minutes from setting up an account to publishing the first and post using this tool. Uh, I was reading, and I find that there are different types of blogs, but I choose three types of blogs where people can use them in English language teaching. They are the tutor blog, the class blog, and the learner blog. Okay, and the tutor blog is run by the teacher of the class. The content of this type of blog can be limited to the syllabus, the course information, homeworks, assignments, and so forth. Or the teacher may choose to write about his daily life, sharing reflections about the local culture, target culture, and language to stimulate online uh, and in class discussion. Okay, the second type of blog that that we can use to learn English or to teach English is the class blog. In the class block, there are we can share spaces with teacher and students, being able to write to the central part, to the main idea. It is best used as a collaborative discussion space and extracurricular extension of the classroom. And students can be encouraged to reflect more depth in writing or themes touch upon in class. In this type of block, students are given a greater sense of freedom and involvement that with the tutor block. And the third type of block for English language for English teaching language is the learner block. In the learner block, as I said, is the third type of block, and it requires more time and effort from the teacher to both set up and moderate. But it is probably that we have to we need most rewarding. It involves giving each student to, an individual block. The benefits of this type of block is that becomes the student own personal online space. Students can be encouraged to write frequently about what interests them, hobbies, sports, and different hobbies. And they can post comments on other students' blog. Following, there are some reasons for using blogs in English language teaching. Okay, the first one is to provide extra reading practice for students. This reading can be produced by the teacher, other students in the same class, or in the case of comments post to a blog by people from other parts of the city and even in other parts of the world. Uh, Another reason is an online student learner journals that can be read by their peers. Here, the value of using learner journals have been well documented, and usually they are private channels between teacher and students. Using a blog as a learner journal can increase the audience of the blog. Okay? Another is to guide students to online resources appropriate for their level. Okay, the internet, you know that the internet have resources that are potentially useful for students. The problem is the problem in this case is to finding and directing your learners to them. Another reason is to increase the sense of community in class. A class block, for example, can help foster a feeling of community between the members of the class, especially if learners are sharing information about the class, about about themselves. Another reason is to encourage shy students to participate. There is evidence the there is evidence to suggest that students who are quiet in class can find their voice when given the opportunity to express themselves on a blog. Okay, another is to stimulate out of class discussion. Uh, you know that a blog can be ideal for space for pre-class and post-class discussion. Another is to encourage to use as an online portfolio of student writing work. Another is to help to build a closer relationship between students in large classes. Following, I'm going to speak about some tips for managing learner blogs settings. Okay, the first one is about settings. Use the settings in blogger.com or Blog Diario and so forth to add yourself as administrator of the learner blog. This is valuable. This is invaluable if students later forget usernames or passwords. Another tip is to make sure you change the setting and turn the comments feature on. Okay. Also in settings, you will find an option to receive an email whenever a students publish in the blog. Okay. Another very important tip is that we have to keep students' interest in them in blogs. Okay, many teachers who start to use blogs find the factors find that the factor is enough to create the students' interest in starting using them. However, blogs work best when learners get into the habit of using them. Okay. Another tip is to respond to the students' post quickly. Okay, writing short comments related on the comment. Another tip is students should be actively encouraged to read and respond. Read and respond. Writing on the blog could be required and it may form part of the class assessment. Okay. Following, I'm going to talk about some ideas for activities. Okay, one of the activity we can use in English language teaching is the mystery guest. Okay, we can invite in the blog for another teacher for another school or country as a mystery guest in your blog. Okay, then the students can ask to the guest to engage him or her in dialogue and guess their identity. Okay, another idea is a project work. In a project work, a blog is an ideal space for developing the project, especially if the project is shared between several classes or even classes in different countries. Okay. Another creativity idea is the photoblog. If you plan to using photos in your blog, there are a lot of tools available to help you. For example, you can use Flickr.com. There we make publishing photographs in an easy way. If you want to make photos or make photographs central in the blog, however, it's the better to use the blogging tool such as, for example, Bossnet.com with Bossnet.com is a photo publishing tool and blog roll into one. Okay. Thanks to watch my explanation about blogs using for technology. Thank you very much.